Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're revisiting one of my favorite builds from the past, a 1440p powerhouse PC that I managed to create for $600. But here's a twist. I'm challenging myself to see if I can recreate the magic and build the same PC for the same price or maybe even less. Will I outdo myself, or was that $600 miracle a one-time deal? Stick around and find out. So starting off with the motherboard and the CPU, because basically I got that on a combo deal off of Macari for $118.20. Now the motherboard is a Gigabyte B550 UD AC/1. Now that's not the best motherboard, but it will work in this process. I know the last motherboard I used was a X570 motherboard, but even though this one isn't up to that part, it still utilizes 4th gen, so it'll work perfectly with this build. And yes, the CPU is the 5600X. Now, the graphics card I got there is a MSI Radeon RX 6700 XT Mech 2X OC, and the OC just stands for overclock. So it comes overclocked and you ain't got to do nothing extra. It is 12 gigabytes of VRAM, so it is future proof as games do start tending towards more VRAM. Now, I did get the price at $224.70 off of eBay, and on eBay you can get this same GPU for around $200 to $250. The less the better. Now, housing all of our components, we're using the Montec XR ATX mid tower PC case. I seen ZTT use it in a video, and I was like, hey, that looks like the same case that I use, so I wanted to test it out to see how that case is. And I like testing out new cases. If you ever watch my videos, you hardly see me use the same case. Now this case did come at $68.37. This is a fringe price. I like to keep my cases around $70 or less, so this is really pushing it. But you can go with a cheaper case. Now what's powering our system is the Stecotel 650 watt 80 plus gold PSU. And when I can't find a power supply under $50, I just always go back to this power supply, because off of Amazon it is $49.99 every day of the week. And after taxes, that's $53.49. For the storage, I went with the ThickWatt Jupiter, which is a Gen 4 SSD NVMe card, and it works perfect for our system. Now, I did get it on sale on Amazon since it's the holiday season for $46.21. Now, the RAM that we're using is the V-Color Prism Pro RGB 16 gigabyte kit. That's two 8 gigabyte kits of DDR4 memory clocked at 3600 megahertz. I got this one for $27.38. Now, V-Color usually just makes the housing cases for RAM, for cheap RAM. So if you want to add some color to it, but this time they were adding RAM with it, so I had to take that deal, and it was only $27.38. What's cooling our CPU is going to be the ID Cooling SC214. Now, in my perspective, I think this actually performs better than the Thermalright ones or the Thermaltake ones that are around the same price, $20 or under. And this one I got for $16.25 on sale, and around Black Friday it was even cheaper than that. So I did have to go with some cable extensions, and I just got a kit off of AliExpress for $9.34. And there you have it, a high performing gaming PC that costs under $600. Now this did cost me $564, and this just proves that you can recreate this type of build if you are willing to deal hunt and use components. I know there's a lot of PC builds out there or videos about $500 PCs, and if you just save $100 more, you can have a 1440p experience. And don't be afraid to stream with this type of PC, because it is not a NVIDIA card. Trust me, AMD cards stream just as well. Now I am going to go into some gaming performance and benchmarks, and we'll see you with my final thoughts. So yep, until then. So I might have stuck my foot in my mouth a bit earlier and said don't be afraid to stream on this PC. Now I have to show y'all that y'all can actually stream on this PC. And yeah, you shouldn't be afraid, because as I show y'all in Fortnite and Call of Duty, gaming to gaming and streaming simultaneously, the performance really does not shift by much. Well, especially in Call of Duty's favor, Call of Duty barely loses any frame while streaming and gaming. Whereas Fortnite, you do lose a bit of performance, but it's an easy enough to run game that you can still get over 100 FPS. And then after that, I got some in-game benchmarks to show y'all. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. All right, y'all. We just finished the testing. 3D Mark score got 11,745, and the cost of the build was $563.90. That is a 4.8 cents per frame. That is probably my best cent per frame that I have gotten, and that is crazy to me. But we just finished all the game testing, and I did show you that you can actually stream on this PC and still maintain high frames. In Fortnite, we were still maintaining over 100 frames, and in Call of Duty actually did better when we were streaming. We didn't lose as much frames, and it was still maintaining over 100 frames. So that is crazy. The build quality is good. The case is actually good. I do like the hinges and the breakaway hinges. The bottom right here is kind of a little flimsy, but I noticed on these cases that the bottom is a little bit flimsy, but it gets the job done. Also, with programs, you can sync all of the lights. So that is that. And this just proves that you can recreate this style of PC, especially if you just do some deal hunting like I did. And you could bring a lot of things down. Don't be afraid to use used basically product. Oh my god, my mind is sleeping. But don't be afraid, because things still work. You can do all the testing that you want to do. I do more testing than this, but the main thing that I test for is to make sure all the games work. So I do an 8-hour game testing stress, just playing games on it, different types of games. But yeah, if you want to build this type of PC, just remember to keep that GPU in that $200 and $250 limit, and then the CPU and motherboard, keep that in 100 to 150 limit, and then everything else will fall in line, because the power supply is going to always be the same price. And then yeah, the RAM and stuff like that, just find the best deals that you can. But yeah, until next time. Yeah, I'm not redoing this. Usually I'll go back and try to recreate that. I'm not redoing this, but so yeah, I'm not redoing that. Mainly, but yeah, I just wanted to show you a full screen of it because I know I had it on that little part and I was showing the other screen. But yeah, yet again, it's your boy Chef. Are you a dad? And I will see you in the next video.